Today we're making salmon patties, so let's go. Let's get into this. Okay, this video ended up being way longer than I thought it was going to be, so ignore what I'm talking about. I'm blending up about a half of a red bell pepper and half of an onion here in my little chopper here by Tupperware. I'm using 2 cans of canned salmon, and I'm going to be removing the spine from it. A lot of people leave it in. I don't know why you would, because if I bite into part of that spinal cord, I got to throw the whole sandwich away. But here's what it looks like so that you know what to take out. This is some more spine from the other piece. So I'm going to remove this as gingerly as I can to try to get all the bone with it. Now let me just say this too. You don't have to get all these little pin bones out because they are literally so soft that you can mush them up in your hand. I mean, and that's why it's honestly, that's why it's so important for you to get your hands into it so you can feel. But like if I can see them, I got to take them out. And then I just like smush up the rest of it. And I'm also going to go over this with a fork afterwards, but I want to be able to, number one, feel where the spine is, you know? So, and you don't do that with a fork. So I actually went through this about 4 different times, mashing this up with a fork to make sure that I broke it all up. Now I'm just going to incorporate 2 eggs into the fish, and then my peppers and onions folded in. Now I'm going to add my seasonings: black pepper, parsley, dried basil, minced garlic, lots and lots of minced garlic, and then some Lowry seasoned salt. And then I'm going to add in about a half of a canister of the dried breadcrumbs. Now I'm going to make my patties about the size of my palm. You want to make sure that they're not too wet and not too crumbly and dry. If you find that they're too wet, just add a little bit more breadcrumbs to the mixture. You're going to get your oil hot and then put your patties into your pan. And this was too many for this pan. I took some out. I covered these to cook them thoroughly, and I made sure to brown them on both sides, and this is how they turned out. And yes, I did have a little bit stick to the pan, and that's okay. And then, of course, you want to test it to make sure it's the doneness that you like. And then, you know, top it with whatever you like.